Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the So What Morning Show, and as is common practice, I like to wrap up the show. We're talking about bitch-assness versus bitchcraft. Bitch-assness is for men, bitchcraft is for women. And as I said earlier, I think it thrives and exists on a cycle of negative reciprocity. One creates the other, right? First off, I believe if we, men, got our shit right internally, the woman would automatically align herself to that, right? If we got correct, we would automatically align with each other. So with that said, I'm going to give my tips on signs of bitch-assness in men, and this is for women, right? Number one, if this kind of dude, check him out, if this kind of dude right here, this is how you know this motherfucker is bitch made, right? If he leads by his fears, in other words, his decisions are made by what he's afraid of, right? Because then what he becomes is an architect. He'll build fearful shit around his life, and he'll be trying to protect, and, you know, he won't jump if there's no net, right? He won't jump. Real men are adventurers, and they try to fuck the world in the same manner that they try to fuck their girl, right? They're trying to take the world by its neck. If your man is cautious and scared about everything, that's a bitch. Don't date him. He's bitch made. Number two, if his word is fiat currency.
Wow.
Right? Meaning, right, if he doesn't believe in what he says, right, it's impossible for him to stand behind what he says. So it'll be impossible for the woman to use her manifestation powers to help bring about what he's trying to do. I'm a firm believer in behind every great man, there's a great woman behind that dude believing in him, helping him manifest that shit. So if his word is fiat currency and he can't stand behind it, there's no way she can stand behind him. Number three, if he's a poor manager of his mind, his emotions, and behaviors. One of my weaknesses is if you cross me, I don't know what the fuck gonna happen. Anything can happen. That's some shit I've been working on for years. Anger, all type of shit, right? So, you know, that's one that I'm still working on. You know, if he's a poor manager of his mind, his emotion, and his behaviors, which means he'll always be subject to the external control of others, right? Number four, the desire to defer personal accountability, right, of your reality, the one you're currently living in. If this dude is always justifying and making excuses, that's a bitch-ass nigga, period. Bitch-ass man, however you want to say, bitch made, whatever you want to do. Number five, he allows himself to become the interfering savior. This is a terrible white knight. An interfering savior. What you fail to realize is a man that's always trying to save you from the mistakes you're making is a motherfucker who's interrupting your personal growth. Because I believe that challenge is the conduit to growth. And a lot of times a man will try to, you know, bolster his masculinity by jumping in when you need to fucking scrape your knees, when you need to fall down and fuck up, because there's more value in fucking up than it is in him saving you from the fuck up. So stop dating that nigga because he's bitch made too, right? A lot of times women, that's the fantasy. Prince Charles, what's his name? Prince Charming, not Prince Charles.
I got my eye
right?
on you.
Yeah.
Prince Charming comes in and saves you from your shit, which prevents you from growing. That's a fucked up nigga to date. Bitch made. Number six, he's passive aggressive. He's not direct. God damn it, I don't like what you're doing. And I'm going to tell you why. He's afraid to incur your wrath or your pussy rations. That's a bitch. That's a bitch made man. Don't date him. A lot of times women date him because that's a fixer-upper. I can make him better. No, you can't. He's passive aggressive. He's weak. He's a bitch. Number seven. Number seven, he behaves, speaks, and thinks as if he doesn't deserve you. Insecurity, nigga. I'm happy to have a bad bitch like her. I'm going to keep this facade up as long as I can because I'm surprised it worked on this bitch. Right? That's a bitch made man. Don't date him. These are tips and signs that are real. He uses the internal weakness builder of comparison. He's always comparing himself to Dick before. Dick, bygone Dick, the ghost of Dick's past. He's comparing himself to all the dudes that, oh, why did you pick me? You could have stayed with this nigga. This nigga did that in life. He was an author. Or this nigga 6'3". Or this nigga is that. That's a bitch, right? Who hasn't reconciled these weaknesses inside himself. But you're dating him, and then you blame him because the relationship is fucked up, which makes you a bitch. Bitchcraft, in effect. Now, number 9. Instead of running or keeping company with lions, his circle of hyenas reflect his character to a T. And bitch, if you not looking at his circle of hyenas and thinking he ain't related to them,
Wow.
you are a co-creator of the fucked up reality that you complaining about. I'm Zoe Williams, and those were my final thoughts.